You know, last week we told you that Harris County Constable Precinct 1, Alan Rosen, had tested positive for COVID-19. Well, he must be feeling better because yesterday was his first day back on the job in a while. He joins us now with a good bill of health, so to speak. Good morning, Constable. How are you feeling?
I'm doing great, Jose. I really am feeling very, very good, and I'm really happy to be back to work. And you know, it was a trying time because with this virus, you never know how it's going to affect you. You don't know what's going to happen, so you kind of just sort of wait and see. And thankfully, I had a very mild case of it, and I'm just thankful to have gotten past it. And I'm thankful to be back at work to serve the community that I love so much.
Okay, what made you want to get tested? Was it routine, or were you experiencing some type of a symptom that said, well, I think I need to just check it out anyway?
Yeah, on May 17th, which was Sunday night, I started having some chills, and then the next day I came into work with no fever, and then Monday night I actually had a fever for about 12 hours, and which was the 18th of May, and then I subsequently had no fever the rest of the time. So I had a fever for about 12 hours, which was the first indicator. And then, of course, I went and got tested immediately because I have been out in the public, even with a mask. I have been out in the public quite a bit, giving away masks and gloves and food and things like that. So, you know, it's important that first responders get tested a lot in the event that they are carriers. And I got tested, and it took a few days and got the test results back. And so I hunkered down. I stayed quarantined in my home. And sadly, my wife got it as well. She had a mild case as well. So we kind of did it together.
Okay, what was it like in your office since you went there and then you found out after you had been in the office that you did have COVID-19? What about the remaining employees who were there around you and with you at that time? What happened to them?
Well, we have a protocol set up to where we not only decontaminate any of the areas anybody that was affected is there, but we also got everybody tested a couple of times, actually. So the people that I was immediately around, and I'm around a very few amount of people on my day-to-day activities. And in this particular case, they all got tested, and they all quarantined waiting on the testing results that came back. And thankfully, only 2 of them that were actually in our community outreach group actually came back positive as well. So, and they're getting well as we speak right now, thank God. They're getting well. But I feel great. I can't thank the viewers. I can't thank the community for their love and their wishes for me. It was overwhelming, and it really made me feel loved deeply by this community.
Is there any advice that you can give to Houstonians or everyone in the county right now after having gone through what you went through?
Yes, you know, you have to take the precautions. You have to social distance. You should wear a mask. You should wash your hands constantly. You should try to, again, 6 feet is very important. I was very fortunate to have a mild case of it, but I know so many people that have had big-time complications from this. And so it's a very serious virus. It's nothing to mess around with, and it affects people differently. So I had a mild version of it, but I know people that are actually suffering at home right now that are having breathing problems. And so they've got a worse case of it, some of which have been hospitalized. And so you just don't, you want to take every precaution there is. Take this seriously. It's not time to let our guard down. I'm the first to tell you that you've got to take precautions. So wear those masks, social distance, you know, really, really be conscientious about cleaning your hands all the time because you really don't want this. I had a mild, but I know people that are suffering greatly right now.
Constable, we are so glad that you had a full recovery, and we're looking forward to seeing you eyeball to eyeball, so to speak, in the near future. But thank you for joining us this morning and expressing your feelings about what you had to go through last month.
Thank you so much, Jose. I appreciate it. Thanks to everybody.